Committee Chairman, Republican Ed Royce of California, accused the Obama administration of paying ransom. The White House denies that. While the Obama administration says all these disputes were negotiated on different tracks, the timing was no coincidence, says Kenneth Katzman, an Iran expert with the Congressional Research Service.
We went to get some Five Guys burgers and fries.
These outstanding,
and it's Abby's birthday!
And try to, clear the slate, so to speak.
Hey.
The trouble is, since then, Iranian authorities have arrested more Westerners. They're now holding 3 Iranian Americans, as well as dual nationals from the UK and Canada. Kareem Sajidpour of the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace says the U.S. set a precedent back in January.
The challenge always in dealing with it.
Oh yeah, I do remember this from.
They'll never articulate up front.
Now, because of that field.
Katzman points out that Iran wants to see more sanctions relief.
The Supreme Leader mentioned this the other day in a speech. It continues to talk about Iran, the Iranian people not feeling the benefits of the sanctions relief. And Iranian officials are linking this to the fact that many international banks remain hesitant to re-engage in Iran.
There are also Iranian politics at play. Sajidpour says the hardliners want to undercut Iran's more moderate president.
The narrative of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard is that they're better bargainers than the Iranian politics. So the hardliners in Tehran want to show that they can get a lot more.
See you later. Not gonna lie, guys, but we're near home.
Teenagers are more likely to die from car crashes.
I got a red tongue.
That's why states limit when beginners can drive. The new study suggests current restrictions on nighttime driving don't go far enough to save lives.
Anyway,
NPR's Nell Greenfield Boyce has details. Driving after dark is more dangerous than driving during the day, especially for teens.
They're inexperienced drivers. They just don't have the experience driving at night.
Ruth Schultz is an epidemiologist at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in Atlanta. She says every state, except Vermont, puts limits on teens' nighttime driving.
They restrict the hours that a young person can drive at night when they're newly licensed if they don't have an adult in the car.
Recently, she and a colleague decided to look at when teen drivers generally drive and how that lines up with state night driving restrictions.
We found that even though most of their driving takes place in the daytime,
the study is described in the latest issue of the CDC's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report, and its findings don't surprise Chuck Farmer. He's a researcher with the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, a nonprofit funded by auto insurers. His group recommends a teen driving curfew of 8 p.m.
They can still drive with a parent in the car, so they can get used to it, but don't toss them out there right away in the darkness.
He says over the last 2 decades, as states have adopted laws aimed at gradually introducing beginners to driving, teen deaths from crashes have dropped dramatically. But he thinks lawmakers need to do even better.
It's good that states put in these night driving restrictions, but they're not tough enough.
He points out that if you're a parent, you don't need to wait. You can issue new nighttime driving restrictions all on your own. Nell Greenfield Boyce, NPR News.
It's our road, guys. Oh, and I'm sorry if we couldn't do the intro. We were on the road.
You're listening to All Things Considered here on Michigan Radio, your state, your stories, your NPR news station. Good afternoon. I'm Zoe Clark, sitting in for Christina Shockley. Still to come, President Obama commuted the sentences of 214 federal inmates earlier this week. Clemency for nonviolent drug offenses has been a focus of the Obama administration, and it's overseen the commutations of more prisoners than the previous 9 administrations combined. We'll hear more about that story in 15 minutes.
It's not pleasant to think about, but sex trafficking happens